another tutorial. Today we have something that we're going to do based on request. We're going to have a look at how to create your custom social media frame. So what we're looking at is to start with our basic Instagram size. That's what we always do in class. You make sure that you have your 2048 width and height in pixels. You have your 300 pixel resolution, RGB color, white background. You could change this here, but we're going to do it the way that we typically do it in class. Just hit create. So to create your frame, the first thing we're going to do is unlock the background layer. We're going to go ahead and we're going to color this in black. Black is black. Oops, let me switch that around. There we go. Now, what we want to do here to create the frame is essentially put a square within our square. Fairly self-explanatory. Now, this doesn't have to be too precise. You want to try to get it fairly even. So let's see here where we could possibly end up. Let's put it there for now. We're going to make this white so that we can really see. There we go. There's nice white. We can really see the differences between the background and the layer. There we go. Let me grab my move tool and I'm just going to move it in to the perfect center. Ta-da. Okay, the next thing that we want to do is add our text in. So wherever you want to add your text, I'm going to add my name here at the top. Since this is a custom frame, you can't see this here now. The reason why you can't see the text as I type it is because the text is currently in black. You just go ahead and mark what you just typed. You're going to change the color to white. And there we go. I think I'm going to keep the Arial. It's a very nice and simple font. I'm just going to make mine bold. Click OK. I'm going to grab my move tool. And I'm going to center this. I'm going to go back to the text tool and just make sure that this is centered in its alignment, because otherwise it might mess us up later. So we're going to do something like that. And you can use your arrows if you want to do some small adjustments up or down. So I think I'm going to leave mine there. If you want, you can add more text towards the bottoms. Put something here. Project. Do another one, maybe. You can do your module code in this corner here. And we're going to keep these as is. I think I'm going to align them at the end there. Do the same thing here, so align with the end and make sure that the two are nicely aligned as well. Now, that does look a little low, so I'm going to pop that up a little bit and then we realign the other side. And that looks pretty good to me. So I think that's what we're going to keep. Now, once you have your background black, your white rectangle in the middle, and your white text in, what you want to do is go into your layers on the right bottom side, select all the layers, just select the bottom one, hold down Shift and click on the top, so you have them all selected, like so. We're going to right click on this, open up the big menu, and we're going to convert it to a smart object. Once it's been converted into a smart object, we're going to right click again, and excuse me, that's me having to go to class. We're going to rasterize the layer. Now, as we've rasterized it, we've essentially taken all of our layers and combined it into just one layer. And this is going to allow us to now click on all the white bits and delete them to make them transparent. So you will have used the quick selection tool quite a bit in class. We're going to go ahead. We can do the magic wand for this actually, because it'll be quicker. And you just go ahead and click on your white, press delete. You can go ahead and zoom yourself in so you see what you're doing. You can zoom yourself in even more. I'm being a little bit cocky here. And you just click and delete. And it is really that simple. Now, the one thing with this is that you can't select all the different letters at the one time and then delete, but that's fine, because if you do end up making a mistake, you'll want to be able to have not messed up too much. There we go, that's one name. See, I'm doing this pretty quickly now since you saw my calendar popped up. I do have to go to class. So P-R-O-J, and I'm doing this on a laptop as well, so I don't have a separate mouse. So I'm doing everything with one hand, as would be quicker if you work on a proper desktop. But that's fine. Whoops, there we go. Okay, we've clicked on everything, we've deleted everything. Now you want to make sure that as you save this, you save it as a Photoshop file and as a PNG. You want to save it as a Photoshop file just in case you want to go in and change something. So File, Save. Make sure that this here says Photoshop. And you go in with your module code, sorry, your semester code, your module code, your class, whatever that might be, last name, first name, and what it is. I'm just going to put this on my desktop, like so. Save. Just press OK. And then we're going to go into File, and we're going to save as, because this time around you already have your name in, but instead of saving it as a Photoshop file, you want to save it as a portable network graphic, a PNG, so that we save the background. If you save this as a JPEG, the background will go white, and it will have ruined everything you just did. So just save it as a PNG, hit save, and OK. And that is all that you need to know to create your custom frame.